If you're ready to turn your potential into possible, look no further than the Graduate School at Westchester University. WCU offers more than 120 graduate options, from certificates through doctoral degrees, including in-person, hybrid, and fully online courses. Programs are now enrolling for fall 2024. Learn more about all our options at wcupa.edu/grad and pursue your passions at WCU.
When you vacation in Montgomery County, PA, your money worries get a vacation too.
Hey, honey, this hotel has a continental breakfast. It's all free. Here, squeeze out these cream cheese packets into your bag.
We can feed the giraffes at Elmwood Park Zoo for only $4.
Best day ever!
Welcome to Valley Forge National Park. Entrance is free.
Woo! It's free!
With so many free things in Montgomery County, go ahead, freak out.
Plan your trip at valleyforge.org.
Hey Spotifyers, click or tap the banner to listen to today's top hits. Brought to you by WhatsApp. Streamline your messages across different phones on WhatsApp. Message privately with everyone.
Deadpool here. We're very excited to be joining you soon, but we should set the table correctly. We're mostly going to make enemies with Disney and make a lot of jokes at Hugh's expense.
Come again.
So sit back, relax, while we travel to a place where grown men and women walk around in tights and act like it's not a giant cultural cry for help. Because this is cinema.
Shut up.
Oh my God.
Marvel Studios' Deadpool and Wolverine. Rated R. Not admitted without parent. Theaters and iHeadset through Friday. Get tickets now.
The Vandal Stone in the New World, the new album by Childish Gambino. Listen on Spotify.
At University of Maryland Global Campus, earn your MBA online in just 16 months for about $21K. Classes start August 14th. Apply now and save with no application fee. Learn more at umgc.edu. Certified to operate in Virginia by Chef.
Fan armies have squad goals, but you have ad goals. Spotify's Ads Manager lets you choose the objective that works best for your business. However you optimize your campaign, advertising on Spotify is a choice any squad can get behind. Learn more at ads.spotify.com.
stomach and our brain rarely agree, but Kind bars bring them together. You get nutrient-dense ingredients like nuts mixed with delicious ingredients like dark chocolate. Finally, our stomach and brain agree. Kind. All kinds of good.
It's summer in Britain, and the crimes are just getting started.
I found another body.
Stream the best of British crime drama only on BritBox. Don't miss new seasons of acclaimed series like Blue Lights, which Time Out calls Belfast's answer to The Wire.
Back up, over!
And The Responder, starring Martin Freeman in his international Emmy award-winning role.
I can feel it. I'm gonna crack.
Stream the best of British crime drama on BritBox.
You know, this is why I want to be a detective.
Watch with a free trial today.
Hi, it's Leisha Haley. Well, when I was working on a show called The L Word, I met my very best friend, Kate Mennick. And 20 years later, we're still hanging out all the time, and we host a podcast called Pants. If you liked us on The L Word, or you're just looking for a great place for queer friendship, give us a listen here on Spotify.
Fan armies have squad goals, but you have ad goals. Spotify's Ads Manager lets you choose the objective that works best for your business. However you optimize your campaign, advertising on Spotify is a choice any squad can get behind. Learn more at ads.spotify.com.
Deadpool here. We're very excited to be joining you soon, but we should set the table correctly. We're mostly going to make enemies with Disney and make a lot of jokes at Hugh's expense. Come again. So sit back, relax, while we travel to a place where grown men and women walk around in tights and act like it's not a giant cultural cry for help. Because this is cinema. Shut up.
Oh my god. Marvel Studios' Deadpool and Wolverine. Rated R. Under 17, not admitted without parent. In theaters and IMAX everywhere Friday. Get tickets now.
Nowadays, most value menus are just kind of menus. Unless you're at KFC. With Taste of KFC deals, you can get a hot, juicy drum and thigh, hand-breaded in 11 herbs and spices, a side of creamy mashed potatoes and gravy, and a flaky, buttery biscuit for just $4.99. Son of a bucket, that's a good deal. Taste of KFC deals. Available all day, every day. Only at KFC. It's finger-licking good. Prices, participation, and product offering may vary. Tax, tips, and fees extra.
Hey, Spotifyers! Click or tap the banner to listen to Fresh Finds, the best new music by independent artists and labels. Brought to you by the new Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 6. Galaxy AI is here.
At University of Maryland Global Campus, earn your MBA online in just 16 months for about $21K. Classes start August 14th. Apply now and save with no application fee. Learn more at umgc.edu. Certified to operate in Virginia by Chev.
State Farm.
With the State Farm Personal Price Plan, I can get affordable motorcycle coverage, right?
Yep. Wait, are you writing now?
Nah, that's my road noise machine. It helps me relax.
Visit statefarm.com to learn more. Prices are based on rating plans that vary by state. Coverage options are selected by the customer, and availability and eligibility may vary.
Nowadays, most value menus are just kind of menus. Unless you're at KFC. With Taste of KFC deals, you can get a hot, juicy drum and thigh, hand-breaded in 11 herbs and spices, a side of creamy mashed potatoes and gravy, and a flaky, buttery biscuit for just $4.99. Son of a bucket, that's a good deal. Taste of KFC deals. Available all day, every day. Only at KFC. It's finger-licking good. Prices, participation, and product offering may vary. Tax, tips, and fees extra.
Deadpool here. We're very excited to be joining you soon, but we should set the table correctly. We're mostly going to make enemies with Disney and make a lot of jokes at Hugh's expense. Come again. So sit back, relax, while we travel to a place where grown men and women walk around in tights and act like it's not a giant cultural cry for help. Because this is cinema. Shut up. Oh my God.
Marvel Studios' Deadpool and Wolverine. Rated R. Under 17. Not admitted without parent. In theaters and IMAX everywhere Friday. Get tickets now.
Hey guys, it's Camilio. My EP, In the Light and Shadows, is out now. Check it out on Spotify.
Thanks for calling Discover. This is Diego.
Hi, Diego. It's Jennifer Coolidge. You know, I just want to say your cashback match makes me feel so special. It really inspired me.
That's great. Doubling the cash back you've earned at the end of your first year is what we do.
Well, I'm doubling everything now. Double dating, double dipping, double feature, double header, double whammy. You know, basically double or nothing.
You earn, we match. Discover Cashback Match. See terms at discover.com/creditcard.
At University of Maryland Global Campus, we give our students credit. Credit for deciding while stuck in traffic to get a bachelor's degree. Credit for managing 3 kids, 2 dogs, and a full-time job to pursue an MBA. Students at UMGC can use prior learning or relevant experience to earn up to 90 credits toward a bachelor's. And graduate students can transfer up to 12 credits toward their master's. Apply now and save with no application fee. Flexible online and hybrid classes start August 14th. Learn more at umgc.edu. Certified to operate.
Of the pickles and the sweet heat that they bring just ties it all together. And that crispy sweet bacon, it adds so much flavor. It ties in amazing with the warm, soft bun. You can really taste the sweetness in every bite.
The maple bun is bringing the fun.
Order the maple pepper bacon sandwich on the Chick-fil-A app today. Available for a limited time. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Hey, my name is Jared.
And this is Matt.
And a little thing we love about the Chick-fil-A maple pepper bacon sandwich is that sweet and savory flavor combo. I love the grilled chicken because of how juicy it is. It has like perfect smoked flavor.
And then the crunch of the pickles and the sweet heat that they bring just ties it all together.
And that crispy sweet bacon, it adds so much flavor.
It ties in amazing with the warm, soft bun. You can really taste the sweetness in every bite.
The maple bun is bringing the fun.
Order the maple pepper bacon sandwich on the Chick-fil-A app today. Available for a limited time. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
You love listening to your favorite artists, and we love listening to you. So let's talk. Click now to take part in our short survey, and you could win a month of gloriously uninterrupted music with Spotify Premium. That means you can enjoy all your favorite artists ad-free. Sound good? Then all you need to do is hit the banner now for your chance to win.
Hey, I'm Ryan Reynolds. At Mint Mobile, we like to do the opposite of what Big Wireless does. They charge you a lot, we charge you a little. So naturally, when they announced they'd be raising their prices due to inflation, we decided to deflate our prices due to not hating you. That's right. We're cutting the price of Mint Unlimited from $30 a month to just $15 a month. Give it a try at mintmobile.com/save.
$45 up front for 3 months plus taxes and fees. Promo rate for new customers for limited time. Unlimited more than 40 gigabytes per month. Slows full terms at mintmobile.com.
Come to say goodbye.
Hey, I'm Ryan Reynolds. Recently, I asked Mint Mobile's legal team if big wireless companies are allowed to raise prices due to inflation. They said yes. And then when I asked if raising prices technically violates those onerous 2-year contracts, they said, "What the f*** are you talking about, you insane Hollywood ass?" So to recap, we're cutting the price of Mint Unlimited from $30 a month to just $15 a month. Give it a try at mintmobile.com/save.
$45 up front for 3 months plus taxes and fees. Promo rate for new customers for limited time. Unlimited more than 40 gigabytes per month. Slows full terms at mintmobile.com.
Navy Federal Credit Union is back with more eligibility. Now you can hear all your favorites like, my brother's a veteran, I get amazing rates. My mom served, I get 24/7 member support. Grandpa was a soldier and now I'm a member. And who could forget, thanks to my father who served in the military, I'm now eligible for incredible member benefits. Call 1-855-800-2102 or visit NavyFederal.org today. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission. Navy Federal is insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Me and the kids were always messaging. They LOL'd, I ROFL'd, but then I changed phone and the bubbles went green. But where there's a fill, there's a way. And I found a way to share what's in here. I'm tapping my heart.
WhatsApp, the place to safely send messages between different devices. Message privately with everyone.
With the $5 meal deal at McDonald's, you pick a McDouble or a McChicken, then get a small fry, a small drink, and a 4-piece McNuggets. That's a lot of McDonald's for not a lot of money.
Price and participation may vary. For a limited time only.
If you happen to be craving KFC, then Uber Eats has got you covered. Because for a limited time, you can get a free 8-piece nugget combo only on Uber Eats. And on the off chance you're not craving an 8-piece nugget combo from KFC, you're still in luck. Because Uber Eats will be dropping weekly deals on sushi, pizza, Thai, and all your favorites all summer long. So whatever you're craving, don't sleep on these deals. Especially a free 8-piece nugget combo from KFC, only on Uber Eats. Order now. Valid on orders $15 or more. Terms and fees apply. See app for details.
Pulling up to Mickey D's just for drinks? Oh yeah, that's me. Nothing extra, just perfection and a straw. Coming in hot for the coldest cups on the block. Because there are drinks. Then there are drinks from McDonald's.
Mix things up with any size lemonade or sweet tea for $1.49. Perfect with our classic fries. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Ray-Ban Meta Smart Glasses help you make the most out of every moment. Hey Meta, text Naeem. Got us a table. This spot looks legit. Hey Meta, look and translate this for me.
It says traditional lime soup with chicken.
Hey Meta, take a photo. Ray-Ban Meta Smart Glasses. Learn, connect, and capture content hands-free, so you can stay in the moment. Iconic style meets cutting-edge technology with Ray-Ban Meta Smart Glasses.
Iota.
らはとうに正気をなくしてどこからどこまでが愛の山僕らは今日もスーケースの中で何かを待っている愛の山僕らは今日もスーケースの中で何かを待っている僕らは今日もスーケースの中で何かを
My phone's out of storage, and I'm still stuck paying it off.
I got you. Go to T-Mobile. They'll pay off your old phone and give you the awesome iPhone 15 with tons of storage on them.
Talk about an upgrade.
Switch to T-Mobile and we'll pay off your old phone up to $650 and upgrade you to iPhone 15 on us.
Pay off via virtual prepaid card in 15 days. Up to $830 off new phone via 24 monthly bill credits for well-qualified, plus tax and $35 device connection charge. Contact us before canceling entire account to continue bill credits or credit stop and balance on a required finance agreement due. Credits end if you pay off device early. See terms at T-Mobile.com.
Be warned that once you pick up a refreshingly cold drink from McDonald's and people see just how refreshingly cold that drink from McDonald's is, you may create drink envy. Because there are drinks, then there are drinks from McDonald's.
For a morning brew that really creates a stir, get any size iced coffee, including caramel and French vanilla, for just 99 cents before 11 a.m. Price and participation may vary, cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal.
Have a question or need how-to advice? Just ask Meta AI. Whether you need to summarize your class notes or want to create a recipe with the ingredients you already have in your fridge, Meta AI has the answers. You can also research topics, explore interests, and so much more. It's the most advanced AI at your fingertips. Expand your world with Meta AI. Now on Instagram, WhatsApp, Facebook, and Messenger.
The problem.
What up YouTube, Mike Dakota here. Today we're going to do chessboard and queens. Your task is to play 8 queens on a chessboard so that no 2 queens are attacking each other. This problem. Alright, so first of all, let's see what a queen can do. So if I place a queen on this spot, queens can only go, queens attack diagonally and same column, same row, and diagonally. So if I place a queen here, it's going to attack the row. That's how a queen attacks. Another thing is, like, let's say I place a queen here, columns, this is the diagonal at. Okay, so if I place a queen here, I cannot place another queen in any of these spots on the lines. Okay, so how do you do this problem? Simple way is to create a Boolean array representing the row, representing the columns. The columns that the queen is placed on, and also the diagonals that it's placed on. So remember, if I place a queen here, I cannot place a queen on the diagonals. So if we create a Boolean array that represents diagonals and also the columns, and let's say we recursively place it on let's say and not on the same column. Okay. And remember, we need to place 8 of these queens. 8 of these queens. Well, it's pretty. These diagonals. Right? You guys see the pattern. So if I continue doing this, so on and so forth for all the diagonals, I could just have a Boolean array representing where the index represents the diagonals that are already set. So then if is 0, so 1 plus 7. And the reason why we plus 7 is because the last number is 7. Okay, so here from top to bottom, this one's bottom, top, right? Bottom, top. Now top to bottom, so let's see, 0 plus 6, 0 minus 6 is negative 6 plus 7 is 1, so here's 1, 1. 0 minus 7 is negative 7 plus 7 is 0, so this is 0. So then the numbers would look like this: 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, and so on and so forth. And you could see here that the diagonal here, the diagonal is from this way. Okay. All right. So once we have this, that's all we have to do. Now is a matter of time of. You also need another Boolean array representing the columns. Boolean array representing the columns that we already placed at, and then we could just look up at this current index to see if we already placed it there. Okay, and yeah, and then so here we have the character 2D character of characters, and then which is R, and then I'm just reading in the array. R here, read in C, and R at IJ. Okay. And I'm going to call this function called solved, and I pass in the current index as 0. And it's going to recursively call and place queens on these boards until they just each other. So how does solved work? So solved works by yeah, okay, so let me just look at okay, so solved, I pass in 0 as the current column. Okay. So what I'm doing is I'm just placing each piece at a certain column, okay? And yeah, and if the current column is equal to 8, I'm gonna add 1 to the answer and I return. And the reason why is because if there are 8 pieces on the board, remember we have to place 8 pieces on the board. And if we successfully place all 8 pieces on the board, and the no 2 queens are attacking each other, then that counts as 1 count, right? That means that that's one way you could place the queens, okay? And count. The reason why is because if there are 8 pieces on the board, remember we have to place 8 pieces on the board. And if we successfully place all 8 pieces on the board, and the no 2 queens are attacking each other, then that counts as 1 count, right? That means that that's one way you could place the queens, okay? So once we place all 8 queens on the board, we increment the count of queens we have by 1, and then we return, okay? Now, here's a really tricky part, alright? So yeah, here are the Boolean arrays. I'm gonna loop through each row, alright? And the rows are there 8 rows. So what I'm doing is I'm going through here, I'm going through each of these rows. So each of these rows, I'm gonna go through each of these rows, okay? Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna check of my current board if it's a dot. And the reason why at the current row and the current column is that we can only place it if there's a dot at the current row and the current column, right? Back to our problem statement, we cannot place queens at stars, right? We can only place it on free squares of dots. So that's why I have an if statement here to make sure that at the board, it's a dot, right? At the board, it's a dot. And I only can place it when there's a dot, okay? Now, I create these 3 Boolean arrays representing the left diagonal, the right diagonal, and then the placed columns. Each of these Boolean arrays represents if I already placed queen at the left diagonal, the right diagonal, and the current column, okay? So, since it's Boolean, that means if it's false, that means nothing's there, right? Since it's Booleans, that means it starts out with false. So if it's equal to false, that means I didn't place a queen there yet. So it's these 3 Boolean arrays representing the left diagonal, the right diagonal, and then the placed columns. Each of these Boolean arrays represents if I already placed queen at the left diagonal, the right diagonal, and the current column, okay? So since it's Boolean, that means if it's false, that means nothing's there, right? Since it's Booleans, that means it starts out with false. So if it's equal to false, that means I didn't place a queen there yet, so it's free. Okay, so if left diagonal is equal to false at row minus column plus 7, so that's this diagonal going down, right? This way. Is equal to false. And the right diagonal is also false, so that's row plus column, which is this way. This way. Right? And the current column at placed columns at the row is equal to false. Actually, this should actually be called placed rows. I'm gonna change this real quick. This should be placed rows. Placed rows. Oh man, I wrote it wrong. Yeah, it's placed rows. So if I didn't place it at this current row is equal to false, right? So if placed rows represents all the rows that I already set. It's another Boolean array that represents all the rows. So did I place it here? Did I place it here? Did I place it here? Here? Okay. So if the current, oh my gosh, if the current place rows is equal to false at the row is equal to false, and that means that it's free, right? If all these are free, if all these are equal to false, and the board at the dot at the row and column is a dot, that means I could place it. So they're all free. Since they're all free, that means I could place them. Okay. Here's the part where the backtracking is pretty difficult. So yeah, I also have this Boolean array representing the locations of that it's already placed at. So yeah, this Boolean array is an 8x8 array, and it's 64. So a total of 64 squares. It's just the same thing as this, as a board, but every time I place something at the row and column, I set it to true. So yeah, I'm gonna set the placed at the row and the current column to equal to true. And then I'm gonna set all of the left diagonal, right diagonal, and the placed rows to be true, because that means that, hey, we already placed it there, right? We already placed it at the left diagonal, so let's say I placed it here, right? Then that means I have to set all these values to be true, and I cannot place any queen at it again. I need to check if the placed row is already true, so all these values, I'm going to set these values to be true again, because we cannot place them on the row. And then right diagonal. So I have to place all these values to be true, right? So you cannot place it at the right diagonal. So then these values are all true, so I set them to equal that, okay? So this is just setting that to equal the true, so you can't place it again at those locations. Then I'm going to recursively call on the next column. So after I place it at this column of this 2, I'm going to do the same thing on 3, and then on 4, and then on 5. And what that's going to do is that it's just going to make sure like these values are going to be clear and blah blah blah, so on and so forth. That's what it's going to do. So yeah. Okay. Yeah, so I recursively call current column +1, so I go to the next column to place it. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to set placed row and column to equal to false, and then I set all the other values to be false again. And the reason why I do this is because if there are false, then that means that yeah, if they're false, essentially is that, wait, hold up, I actually never used placed. Did I use placed? I don't think I ever used placed. Whatever, it's fine. But yeah, essentially is that the reason why we set it to false now, because there's 2 scenarios, right? If I place a queen there, right, if I place a queen at a row and column, that means that there's a bunch of other arrangements when I place it at that location, right? But there's also a chance that I don't place it there, and we have to calculate those scenarios also. So that's why we have to set equal to false afterwards, because there's other scenarios. There's 2. Once we place it there, there's other scenarios when we don't place it there. So that this will keep track of that. I'm gonna see if I ever use placed this to the thing. I don't think I ever did. Yeah, I don't think I ever did. Technically, we could just get rid of this.
Oh god.
Recursively call by calling in the next column and then set equal to false. Yeah, I still got ECD yet, so I never used placed actually. Oh, that's crazy. Okay, so yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Rate, comment, subscribe. These lengths are 30 just because I just needed it to be an arbitrary length. It could be anything as long as it's between, like, what is it, 7 plus 7? 14? As long as it's between 14, it's fine. But yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I'll just explain it again really quick. We pass in our current column when each of the columns are equal to 8, right? When we place 8 queens already, we add 1 to the answer and return. Otherwise, we're going to go each row, make sure that the row in the current column is a dot so that we can place a queen, and then we check the diagonals, make sure they're all false, and also that we didn't place it at the current row. Okay. Then if they are all false, we're just gonna set those left diagonals, right diagonals in the placed row be true, and then this ensures that we cannot place it at the diagonals again, right? At the diagonals and the rows. Then I recursively call on the next column, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to set all the diagonals and the placed rows to be false, because there's 2 scenarios where I either place it at, I placed it at the queen at that location, or I didn't. Diagonals and the